These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Militiaman says, if you're doubting your investment, hang in there because what they're saying is truly something I've never seen in my 15 years of being here. The evidence is not from me, it's not from anybody else on the internet, it's directly from an economist in the central bank. I think it's huge. It's exciting times and the stage is set. All right, we've got Jeff who says in order for Parliament to approve those budget schedules, the rate needs to change first. The fact that they did the second reading on only Article 12 of the budget, that's the same as having one tire on your car. It doesn't do Iraq any good. It's basically a pointless, useless step. For the budget to work for Iraq, all the budget amendments need to be approved. All right, Mark Z via PDK comment, I heard pocket options is showing the VND and Indonesian rupiah. Saw a screenshot. Mark Z said we are seeing the popping up on different apps, IQD and IQD pairings with different crypto pairings. This is big. Sampson has an article, quote, Iraq's missing funds, Dubai in the circle of accusation. Smuggling is still ongoing. Trump is coming, quote, Dubai has become the largest point for smuggling Iraqi, and then it just has ... I'm not sure. I don't have access right now to that particular article, but you can look it up. Okay, moving on to Frank 26. I strongly believe Sadani and the U.S. Treasury are watching the black market rate and they will consider one of two options. First option would be a basket. I don't think that would be the best route. It can go that way, but yeah, I don't know what's the other option. Float. Yeah, I think floating would be a good idea. Right, Sandy Ingram says there are 6 major projects happening in Iraq that will help to increase the country's GDP and economic status and hopefully the value of the currency. These are the news stories we will be watching closely in 2025. One development road project involves constructing 1,200-kilometer network of railway and highways connecting the Grand Fa port in southern Iraq to the Turkish border in the north. 2. Grand Fa port aiming to become the largest port in the Middle East. 3. Total Energies energy projects. 4. Oil and gas exploration agreements. 5. National Development Plan launched in collaboration with the United Nations Development Program, supported by the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID. 6 housing urban development projects, 15 new cities across the country. All right, we've got a clear question. Al-Sadani discusses with the British King establishing a productive partnership between Baghdad and London. Quote, Al-Sadani met today, which they're referring to actually Tuesday, with the King of the United Kingdom, Charles III, at Buckingham Palace in the British capital, London. During the meeting, bilateral cooperation between Iraq and the United Kingdom was reviewed, as well as ways to establish a productive partnership in various economic and development fields. All right, Walking Stick says the monetary reform education is extremely extremely fast. They are now all the way to the point to where they're past the basket and talking to the Iraqi citizens about the future of digitization in their country. Digitization of their currency mainly will help at the onset because you cannot introduce too much currency at the start. Not a cashless society at the onset, but given time, Iraq will be. This is the goal. Militiaman article, quote, Iraq achieved a noteworthy diplomatic accomplishment last September when it was formally elected chair of the Group 77, held in the United Nations headquarters in New York. The G77 is the largest intergovernmental organization of developing countries in the United Nations, which provides the means to promote their collective economic interests and enhance their joint negotiating capacity on all major international economic issues within the United Nations system. So Iraq is going to go from not even having an international accepted currency to do all this? Really? I don't think so. Lastly, we've got Frank26 with a question. Do you think the RI is the linchpin for the Middle East? Could Iraq be like Dubai? Frank says it will be Dubai on steroids, my friend. Dubai won't even be able to touch Iraq.